everyone, welcome to English.youtube, the podcast that dives into the fascinating world of language and the stories we tell through the words we use. I'm Behruz, your host and language enthusiast, and today we're unveiling something special. Each year, language reflects the evolving tapestry of our society, and among the myriads of words we use, one stands out. That's right, it's time to reveal the Cambridge Word of the Year 2024. So without further ado, let's unlock the magic and mystery behind the words that shape our world. Stay tuned till the end. Cambridge Dictionary Word of the Year 2024 is manifest. What does manifest mean? To use methods such as visualization and affirmation to help you imagine achieving something you want, in the belief that doing so will make it more likely to happen. Alright. So you believe that if you manifest something, if you manifest like a house, you will be more likely to achieve it in the future. Some people actually believe that. Why manifest? Manifest was looked up almost 130,000 times on the Cambridge Dictionary website, making it one of the most viewed words of 2024. Why would a fairly formal 600-year-old word that means to show something clearly suddenly become so popular? In 2024, the word manifest jumped from being mainly used in the self-help community and on social media to being mentioned widely across mainstream media, when famous performers, star athletes, and influential entrepreneurs claim they have achieved something because they manifested it. They are using this verb in a more recent sense to use specific practices to focus your mind on something you want to try to make it become a reality. So this is the more recent sense of this word, manifest. And when such people attribute their success to manifesting, of course, people will start using it. People will start believing it. The use of this sense of manifest has gained in popularity with the increasing number of manifesting influencers. And actually, if you see me now, I am putting this manifesting influencers in air quotes. What does it say about 2024? From the late July to early September 2024, the Olympics and Paralympics brought worldwide attention to manifesting, with gold medal winners like Simone Biles, Ezra Fretch, and Mallory Wagaman attributing their achievement to the practice. They attributed their achievement, like they said that our achievement was because of manifesting the gold medal. Like we imagined winning the gold medal, so we actually did. Whatever. Lookups of manifest increased around the date of August 8th, 2024, which was considered a particularly powerful day for manifesting, keeping the many podcasts, blogs, and social media feeds buzzing with advice about how to manifest your best life, especially in financial terms. Okay, let's see how they choose a word for the word of the year. When we choose a Cambridge Dictionary Word of the Year, we have three considerations: user data, zeitgeist, and language. What word was looked up the most or spiked? So this is user data. Which one really captures what was happening that year? Which one really captures? So this is the zeitgeist. The the fact of being relevant. If something is relevant to the times, then it captures what's happening. And what is interesting about this word from a language point of view? Let's move on. Why did manifest in this sense become widely popular? The practice of manifesting increased in popularity during the pandemic, which is when internet searches for the word rose dramatically. People took to social media to share tips on manifesting anything, from a dream house to a text back from their crush. So people actually took to social media. Interesting word. So they manifested anything, like a dream house. You want to have a house? Manifest it. You want to, you can also manifest a text back from your crush. Like you text your crush and you hope that they will text you back. Okay. And here is a professor of psychology warning against such pseudo-scientific terms. Pseudo-scientific. Like they're not scientific, they pretend to be scientific. Let's hear from this professor of psychology.
So I would describe manifesting as the idea that you can really will your desires into reality simply by thinking of it. I'm Sander van der Linden. I'm a professor of psychology here at the University of Cambridge, and I study how people process information, particularly misinformation. Manifesting is what we would call a form of pseudoscientific thinking. Having realistic goals, being positive about those goals, affirming the things that work in life and rewarding yourself and other people for achieving those goals, those are all evidence-based steps towards achieving meaningful outcomes, but simply wishing that they happen without doing anything is not. So there are a lot of celebrities who are promoting manifesting and who are claiming that their success is based on manifesting. I think it's dangerous on several levels. One is that it completely misconstrues the actual chain of events, and so it leads people into pseudoscientific ways of thinking about how the world works. And by suggesting that they can attribute their wealth and fame simply by thinking about it, they're actually promoting a message that not only inaccurate, but can also be damaging. There's absolutely zero evidence behind manifesting, so it leads people to find other non-evidence-based ways of doing things. For example, manifesting may be featured on social media next to conspiracy theories or wellness scams. And so people start surrounding themselves with this type of content, and I think that is the dangerous part. And there are methods that are promoted. For example, the 3-6-9 method, which is that you say the same thing 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times before bed. That is going to guarantee that something will happen in the world just because you're thinking about it. But especially now in 2024, when we're thinking about climate change, elections, having just gone through a pandemic, sitting at home and repeating who you think should win the election 3, 6, 9 times, that's not actually going to influence the election outcome. Why do so many people seem to share and believe in pseudoscientific topics like manifesting? I think it does speak a little bit to the erosion of trust in official sources and scientific information in official institutions. There was a lot of uncertainty about the state of society. People need to feel a sense of restoration and need to regain psychological control. And one of the ways that you can do that, for example, is through things like manifesting, which offers a kind of a hack to feeling in control.
Okay, that was interesting. So not only is it inaccurate, it is also damaging to just manifest things, hoping that things will come true, your wish will just come true. So actually, this professor of psychology refuted it due to the fact that there is zero evidence to support this. However, there are people who swear by it. There are people who have attributed their success to manifesting. Well, I guess more studies needs to be done on this practice. And the professor also mentioned something else. He said that the rise in practices like this can be due to the erosion of public trust in scientific institutions. People no longer trust these scientific institutions. And the question that we should ask the professor is, why do you think people have lost their trust? Why this trust has been eroded? Why this erosion of trust? Which is a question that we need to address. All right, so let's have a look at the short list for the word of the year. So there was a short list, apparently, and manifest was among them. So let's have a look at the other words. Our short list for word of the year. These strong contenders for the word of the year didn't make the cut. So they were contenders, like they were in the competition, and they didn't make the cut, like they were not good enough. If you don't make the cut, it means you're not good enough. Here's why. Brat. Brat was everywhere in the summer of 2024, thanks to Charlie whatever's albums of the same name and its vibrant green cover. And it spiked in lookups on the Cambridge Dictionary. A brat is a child who misbehaves, who doesn't conform to social expectations for behavior. However, although using this term as an adjective is linguistically interesting, flipping a negative term to use it in a defiantly positive way is not an uncommon way we use language. So the brat has a kind of negative meaning attached to it. However, you can use it in a defiantly positive way, and it is not uncommon. And it doesn't yet amount to a new meaning that would be entered in the dictionary. So they have not yet entered it in the dictionary. It doesn't yet amount to a new meaning. Ecotarian, the other word. Another word that spiked in 2024 lookups, ecotarian, reflects the growing movement towards environmentally conscious living. So if you live environmentally conscious, you take care of the environment. You care about the environment, actually. But we could not connect the term to anything that felt uniquely characteristic of 2024. So it didn't capture the zeitgeist. That's why it didn't make the cut. The other word is resilience. At 152,000 overall lookups, resilience scored even higher than manifested. It's a powerful word, reflecting the strength and adaptability needed in challenging time. However, there is not much to say about it linguistically. That's why this is another reason why this word didn't make the cut. Other words we're watching. Here are some words we've begun tracking in 2024. Quishing. So you might be familiar with the word phishing. So this one is quishing. The scam of phishing via QR code. We haven't seen this being looked up on the Cambridge Dictionary, but other sources we monitor showed a spike in late February 2024, followed by another more steady rise since August. Resenteeism. To continue doing your job but resent it. I think a lot of people might relate to this. This blend of resent and absenteeism is appearing in business journalism. We will monitor it to see whether it expands into general use, the way quiet quitting did. So these words are all interesting words that apply mainly in business contexts. Absenteeism and quiet quitting, you might want to look them up. Gymfluencer. This another one of these disgusting trends. A gymfluencer is a social media influencer whose content is focused on fitness or bodybuilding. This is another blend of gym and influencer. Blending is a common way that new terms are coined, but many are short-lived. So this is the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think of this word or whether or not you have used it. See you later.